Hi Ron, this is my weekly update. And first I want to go over the daily scoreboard. Traffic wise, I feel like the whole month has been very similar on the traffic. We haven't been back to the days when we had around 20,000 visitors a day, but still feels like it has been quite stable. And if we compare week over week, last week from Monday till Sunday, we had around 91,400 visitors. And this week, so far, we have 68,000. If we just compare Monday through Friday versus Monday through Friday, last week we had 68,161. And this week we had 68,530. So this week we had a few hundred more visitors than last week, Monday through Friday. Then I included the Google Ads information manually here so we can have it on the daily scoreboard and be able to have all the data just in one place. Then going to the free class signups. Okay, here we are. Last week, Monday through Friday, we had 118 free class signups, and this week, Monday through Friday, 122. So basically, we did some free class signups more than last week, Monday through Friday. Then Monday through Sunday last week, we had 156. So we'll see how this weekend goes and see if we can achieve more than last week or this is the same amount. Now on the sales, on a positive note, we reached our projection goal. It was 113. We're at 117 right now. Now on the returning sales is where we're a bit low still. The projection is 220. We're at 198 at the moment. So we'll see how the weekend goes to see if we can reach this projection. Now, comparing week over week on the sales side, last week, if we see Monday through Friday, we had 19. And this week, Monday through Friday, we had 29. So this week was definitely better on sales than last week. And on returning, Monday through Friday, we had 46. And this week, Monday through Friday, we had 38. So definitely last week was better than this on returning, but I think we are on the road to achieving the projection, hopefully, on the weekend. Now, on the affiliates, this past week, we got 1 new affiliates, 2 contract renewals from past affiliates. In total for the month, so far, we have 4 sales and 16 free class signups. We're going to start with the protocol of the emails that Monica shared with you for affiliates that are inactive, that are not sharing content as mentioned in their contracts. And also we will be including that on any new contract. We started including it since this week. So on Agile this week, we had 8 free class signups and only 1 of them was completed. Some of them were still programmed for next week, so we'll see. Hopefully the completions will increase. Now, also, I wanted to include this. Lately, we're starting to get more free class signups coming from social media. Usually, we would get free class signups coming from YouTube and Instagram, and that's it. But lately, Facebook has been picking up some free class signups organically. Just this past week, we had 2 free class signups. From these 2 free class signups was 1 one of them was a completion. Then we also had one free class sign up coming from Twitter. That's kind of like the first one that we had in the whole time that we had Twitter, and it was a completion as well. So it was 100% completion rate, which is, I feel like it's great. We continue posting on all the social media channels as much as we can. And I feel like that's, and also we have been including UTM sources in every link that we share so we can track them correctly. And I feel like that's showing, even if it's just a tiny bit. Then I want to go over to relevant explanations. I want to show you what I have on the, like what I've thought about the Agile Orphan campaign, so I can get your thoughts and have and then on Monday ask Lindsay to help me with the email copy so we can have that going on. So here on the Figma board, I already edited the flow like we have it at the moment, where we check if they have the free class cancellation tag or the free class no-show tag, and if they have it, they go to the campaign P3, free class no-show and cancellation. That's the one that we last worked on. But after that, we should continue with the orphans. So they would be, I have a question here, like should we separate them on low or high intent? And this would be if they clicked on any of the download links, they would be, or rescheduled, but still again no showed or canceled, they would be like high intent. And people who didn't perform any actions on the P3 free class no show cancellation campaign, they would be as low intent. Do you think we should separate them, or just get them through the same funnel where we would just sort them with tags and then just work with them specifically, like high school, elementary, and so on? Because I remember that on the last meeting we said that we would work on the orphan no-show cancellation with high school tag. So, and I just want to get some insight there as to what you think. And for the high school tag, that's the first that we're going to focus on. The goal is to get them to reschedule, right? So what I have in mind is something a bit different from what we did on the previous campaign, that where we had the one email was just a call to action, the other one was just giving them value, the second one was the third one was the 4 buttons, then value again, then call to action again, right? So here my idea was including some like memes, make it a little bit more fun. And like the idea that I have is that on the first meme, the first email would include a meme where like we mentioned something just about Spanish in general, right? Like it could be like learning Spanish with an app versus learning Spanish with a native speaker. And we could write the copy around it, like the benefits of learning with a native speaker, and the call to action to reschedule. I think that on the orphan campaigns, if we could have the call to action in every email, I think it would be best to reactivate them instead of just sending one email with information and no call to action, because how we know if they are really interested in, right? So I added these three different options, like we could choose, or then we have when you understand and overheard native Spanish speakers COSIP, we could talk about like that learning Spanish not only is going to help them like professionally or in their day-to-day life, it could also make it like funny, give it like a funny twist, like they could also understand gossip, or we can talk about any other thing just to make them understand that it's something that can make their life different in every aspect, like to give them some sort of motivation. Then I also included this one. I added this different options so we can choose. We have a ton more of memes that we can choose from. I also have this one, learning Spanish with my HSA teacher versus learning Spanish alone in an app. Again, to make the emphasis of why is it better to learn with an actual teacher, live classes, versus just an app. That's my idea for email 1. Then email 2, I really think that giving them value, it's important. We can see if they click on the link. The messaging should be that we want to help them succeed on their Spanish learning. So we want to give them free stuff, but like, even if we give them a ton of free stuff, they're going to reach their goals if they actually sign up, something like that, right? That make emphasis that the free stuff is just to get them started, but to actually achieve their goals, they have to take classes. So it would be the free PDF with the messaging and the call to action to reschedule. Then email 3, again, going on this like meme side, in this be a little bit more direct onto why learning with HSA is a good idea. So I have these two memes. The first one is this is a screenshot, so that's why it looks like that. But it's like me wanting to learn Spanish but not knowing how. Me now learning with HSA. And then we have this one that says watching everyone be fluent in Spanish when they study with HSA. So I think here the copy should be as to why HSA is a good idea to try. Like, why should they go with HSA to achieve their Spanish learning goals? And the call to action to reschedule. So it would be just 3 emails, because on the previous campaign they got 5 emails, and they still didn't like perform any actions, or they didn't reschedule. So now just again 3 emails and see how that goes. And if nothing happens, then I'm not sure if we should just like get them to another campaign, or how would the flow go. But that's my suggestion for this orphan no-show cancellation campaign. Let me know what you think about it. If you have any ideas, comments, suggestions, so I can start with working with the copy of the emails with Lindsay. So once we have that, I can set up the campaign. Thank you, and I hope you have a great weekend.